Assalamu alaikum, dear listeners. So we are back with the all-rounder, and today I have a very special guest with us, Hashir Ibn Irshad Saab, an educationist, financial expert, writer, blogger, or today he's here with us in a different capacity though. He's also a cricket pundit, that's what I believe. Following him on Facebook, we are friends for a good period of time now. So, Ashir Saab, how cricket? With all of this,
Okay, thank you for having me. Cricket pundit, it's a rather little generous of you. I'm more of a cricket enthusiast, and then there are my friends who won't like that title, the cricket pundit that you have given me. They, you
yeah,
know,
we'll come to
because
that.
there are so many people who think that only those who have either played first class cricket or test cricket have the right to comment on the cricket. So, since cricket is pretty much the premier sports in Pakistan, the only sports probably that we follow. All the other sports we have seen their demise pretty much. It has gone from the scene. So everybody in Pakistan actually consider themselves as cricket enthusiasts, if not cricket pundits or cricket experts. So my love for cricket is pretty old. From the very beginning, there was a time when my father told me whether I have to choose between cricket and the education. Either I start playing cricket full time or I choose the cricket. So, that was the time when I thought that there was a time when I was actually thinking about in which I was in sixes and sevens what to do. But then I realized that I'm probably not that good a cricketer. So I rather concentrate more on my studies. But I played cricket all my life till the time that I could play. I'm too old now.
Was that
I'm
tape
more of a
ball cricket?
dinosaur.
Tape ball cricket?
No, the hardball cricket actually.
You
Yes,
played
yes.
the
I
hard ball.
played for the college team. I played for the university team. I captained the university team as well.
Okay.
I played some club cricket as well. I didn't play the first class cricket, but hardball cricket, table ball cricket, tennis ball cricket, the different kind of other balls that we used at those times as well. So all types of crickets from the school days till my university days, and even afterwards, I played for my bank as well. So those were my playing days. They've been over for quite some time now, but my love for cricket has not died down. So that's why.
So, were you a bowler, a batsman, an all-rounder?
I was more of a bowler, less of a batsman.
Okay.
So a bowling all-rounder is the term that they probably use for people like us.
And you have severe reservations with people like Imad Wasim, bits and pieces that you
Yeah,
call them.
I was a bit and pieces player, so I have serious reservations with myself as well, and that is why I decided not to opt cricket as a profession.
Mhm.
So the bits and pieces player should not play at the highest level. Actually, there's no harm in them playing.
So, what do you think is exactly bits and pieces player, and how is it different from being an all-rounder?
Uh, it's difficult to define. Actually, a bits and pieces player is somebody that you cannot rely on in a given discipline.
Okay.
If you give him the ball, you don't trust him or her, for that matter, the women cricket as well, to deliver
Mm.
all the time. If the bat is in his or her hand, you don't rely on that particular person to deliver on a given day in a crunch situation.
Mhm.
If he or she does, that's a bonus,
Mm.
and at times they do, but the consistency is not there, the reliability is not there.
Fine.
So these are the kind of players I call bits and pieces player.
So,
On a given day, they could do miracles, but on most days, they fail.
fine, fair enough. So, as our program is titled as the all-rounder, so do you think that the all-rounders are fine? They're an
Yes, of course,
asset.
all rounders are fine.
They're an asset.
It's a natural talent, it's a natural tendency to ball or bat, actually.
Fine.
So why should we curb that
Hmm.
and make a batsman out of a person or a bowler out of a person? If somebody can ball, somebody can bat, and somebody can field. Why not? What's the harm in it? But not everybody can do that. The problem is that everybody now thinks that they are batters as well as bowlers and fielders in the category of maybe Jotty Rhodes and Ricky Pontings.
Exactly.
So that's the problem.
So I do think the same in the way that a guy who played for Pakistan for almost 20 years, Shoaib Malik, I think he was also a bits and pieces. He started as a bowler, then got a lot of opportunities and became a batsman. What do you think of him?
Shoaib Malik is somebody who naturally progressed to become an all-rounder, actually. Shoaib Malik, of course, started off as an off-break bowler. Shahid Afridi started off as a leg break bowler. They were not traditional batsmen. They were not inducted in the team as batsmen. But as it progresses, they become good batsmen. One other example, which is one of the Fab Four, is has started.
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith started his career as a leg break bowler, and he I think he batted at number 9 or number 8 in the early stages of his career, and now he is one of the, if not the best batsman of this era.
So can we say that the bits and pieces players, I mean,
Can
they
evolve, of
stop.
course.
They stop at a certain point. That's why we term them bits and pieces.
No,
They don't progress as like the likes of Smith or Malik's or Afridis for that matter.
I don't know. Matlab, there could be two opinions about it. One is they don't have the natural tendency to become as good as to become a Stephen Smith, of course.
Mhm.
So they stop at a certain level. One, two, they don't make enough effort to evolve in a certain specialization. I mean, they could be good bowlers, but could they become as good a batsman over a period of time or not? Shoaib Malik, I think, became a very, very fine batsman over a period of time.
But was
You might
that
not agree to that, but I think
but
Shoaib Malik was a very
yeah,
good
I
batsman.
have severe reservations
Reservation
with
about
regard to his technique, especially against the Pacers. He really, I think, struggled wherever it swung and seemed.
who
Uh,
did.
yeah, that's a very valid point as
Okay.
well. Most of them struggled. I think
The
Asad
current
Shafiq is
Pakistani
probably
team
the
is strugg-
best batsman
Yeah, the current Pakistani team struggles against the spinners as well as fast bowlers. So you need to find somebody who neither spins nor delivers at a higher pace. Then you can score.
True, true. I agree. Wasn't it? I mean, for in Shoaib Malik's case, that he was given so many opportunities. That's why he had that cushion to improve.
We have given so many opportunities to so many people, actually. Shoaib Malik, at the time Shoaib Malik emerged. Why are we discussing Shoaib Malik so much, by the way?
Yeah, I mean, we are basically discussing bits and pieces, and then we
Okay.
are because
And
that's
you have classified Shoaib Malik as a bits and pieces player. I think he's
I
better than a bits and pieces player. I
yeah.
have an honest opinion that Razak and Shoaib Malik and Azhar Mahmood were more than bits and pieces player.
Razak obviously as a
Yeah,
Mahmood. I
Azhar
mean,
Mahmood and Shoaib Malik as well.
because
Shoaib Malik
Malik
falls in
more of
that
he
category.
became more of a batsman. He didn't bowl much in
Even
the
Shahid
early
Afridi,
starts.
I have serious reservation about Shahid Afridi, but Shahid Afridi has delivered on a number of occasions. I won't select him, Shahid Afridi, if I am a selector. You know that. I have a problem with Shahid Afridi's technique. I have a problem with Shahid Afridi's temperament. I have a problem with Shahid Afridi's aura, because that's the kind of aura which has affected a lot of young Pakistanis as they're growing up. They wanted to become a Shahid Afridi, not a Sachin Tendulkar, not a Miyadar, not a Waqar Yunus or Wasim Akram. Actually, Shahid Afridi became the role model for a lot of young Pakistanis because of his six hitting abilities. And six hitting is not all about cricket. So I have a problem with Shahid Afridi. I don't regard Shahid Afridi as a bits and pieces player. I think he was good enough to be in a team. I think he was good enough to be in a test team. Actually, he should be given more chances to represent Pakistan at test level. He An early retirement, it might have suited him. But Shahid Afridi, I might have selected him in a test team. He was an aggressive batsman, aggressive intent. Uh, all his life, he couldn't work on certain things. So that's about it. So is the case with Shoaib Malik. Shoaib Malik, the kind of all rounders we have seen in 80s and 90s were different from the all rounders that we have seen in the later stages, because the white ball cricket has started dominating. Then in 2000, of course, T20 cricket has come to fore, and that has changed the complexion of the game altogether. So, it's difficult to compare the all rounders from a different era to the all rounders of this era. Because, if you are able to bat for 5, 6, 7 overs, you are good enough in today's cricket.
So as you mentioned earlier that uh, many people believe that in order to have a opinion on cricket, one has to be a first class cricketer, or at least has some like coaching courses. So are we eligible to talk at least in our own capacity?
We are a little, I mean, we are not sitting in a selection panel. you are not coaching the team, I'm not coaching the team. We are just expressing our opinion like an ordinary Pakistani. We have the right to do that, and everybody has the right to criticize our opinion. That's how I look at it. Everybody has an opinion about politics, but how many of those who write even columns on politics have ever contested an election? That cannot be a criteria. You need to understand what somebody is saying, and if they have the credentials, credentials mean, do they understand the game of cricket? Are they following the game of cricket? Do their opinion weigh? Does it make sense? Then every Pakistani would like to talk about politics and religion and cricket. So in a barber's shop, you're not allowed to talk on politics and religion. So cricket is the only thing that's left. You want to take that away as well? What will we left with?
But I to honestly want to take it to the next level, and I would like you to express your thoughts on this. That we've seen cricketers who have played cricket,
Yes.
and the way they come up with their analysis on cricket, sometimes it's so banal, and they appear to have zero understanding. At least I've been following it for a long period of time, and many a times I think I know it better than them. So then why do these people think that only these cricketers? I got an example. I
Yes.
mean, in the World Cup, uh, that was hosted by India. Hassan Raza sits on a TV channel and he talks about Bumrah and Shami swinging them with all those
Yeah.
stereotypes.
Yeah.
He was the guy who played cricket. He was the youngest debutant. I mean, he had no idea how was that happening.
Well, I can't comment on Hassan Raza, but lately I've seen a clip on national television, one of the premier satellite television, where Shahid Afridi was asked what LBW means, and he didn't know what LBW was abbreviation of. So leg before, when he was told leg before, no, it is not leg before wicket. How can it be leg before wicket?
He appeared
So,
bamboozled.
playing cricket is a different thing. Knowing about rules is a different thing. Knowing about terminology is a different thing. Knowing about the art is a different thing. If you are a spin bowler, it not necessarily you know what fast bowling is all about. You don't know what field placing is all about. And we sitting outside have the liberty, of course, of commenting on cricket without being in the field. Uh, that is something that critics can come up with. But fair enough. I have known, and I know a lot of experts, a lot of commentators who have not really played cricket at that level, but their analysis was perfect. Same is the case with other sports as well. You look at boxing, you look at hockey, you look at football, you see a lot of commentators and a lot of analysts who specialize in understanding the game itself, not playing the game. So when you hire a coach, the coach is, for example, if you hire a coach, it is somebody who has passed certain tests, who have passed certain examinations, who have gone through the coaching level 1, 2, and 3. Not somebody who has played cricket. We have inducted players who have actually come to the podium and say Kudrat ka Nizam is the reason for a loss or a win. So that kind of mentality does not reflect well on somebody's understanding
these
of the
guys
game.
were the best.
Yeah,
I mean, when they were playing.
Saklan was probably the greatest off spinner that the world has ever seen. But that's his talent. That does not translates into him being a good coach. Not everybody can be a good teacher. Everybody is a student. Everybody goes through, but not everybody can become a teacher. To become a teacher, you have to have different kind of traits. To become a coach, you have to have some different traits. To be a commentator, to be an analyst, you have to possess and you have to express and you have to display those traits, showcase those traits, and you can then understand what somebody is saying or somebody's and what is the worth of somebody's words.
True, true. Many of your friends, many of my friends, as you mentioned, they think that this is a futile exercise. In fact, everything else is futile as well.
Yes.
But somehow they believe that cricket, because of its colonial roots and all, uh, they have a problem with it. Why do you think they have a
I don't
problem
know.
with
I
it?
don't know. I mean, it's a colonial hangover, but we need to get out of it. This is sports. That's it. And if the most of your country loves the sports, let them love it. Nobody stops you from promoting other games. I agree that cricket should not be played or cricket should not be promoted at the expense of other games, and it is not, because the government is not spending any money on cricket. PCB is a corporate body.
Exactly.
They get their share from the ICC. They get their share from the broadcasters. So it is not the budgetary provisions that are stopping other sports to grow. We are not investing in other sports. That's not because of our passion with cricket. It's just because we don't have the vision, we don't have the understanding, we don't have the people at the helm of the affairs who understand how sports can actually shape the youth of a country. So you need to give them chances. You can have more Russian teams, you can have more Shabazz seniors, you can have more no but you can have many boxes coming
Assam,
up the
yeah,
ranks.
yeah.
So you can have Assam, and so there are people. There are examples, few and far in between, of course, but there are examples. So other sports should be promoted. I think sports, uh, as a whole, should be one of our priority, especially to engage youth in meaningful activities. The youth, which is now more inclined towards protesting, towards going on the roads, towards breaking.
Or they're becoming an indoor generation.
Once again, that's a natural progression. Actually, that is, computers were not there in the 80s and 90s. So somebody from my generation won't probably understand what gaming is all about, and they cannot appreciate it. But that could be another kind of sports. Of course, it's not healthy in terms of somebody. It's not a physical activity, but it's another kind of activity. So I don't discourage that. And I think there are some Pakistanis who have done wonders in the gaming industry. And I don't know the name of the games as well. I don't know the name of the people who've done, because they play with
People are doing it.
certain,
Yes.
the nicknames that they use. But I've seen news that they have done wonders. It's okay actually. But physical activity, yes, you don't promote that physical activity. There are not enough places. There are not enough grounds. DHs are being built. The barrier towns are being built. The big societies are being built. I don't see sports facilities there. There are very few. I don't even see jogging tracks there. I don't see even the running tracks there. So it's less and less reliance on being physically active. Uh, Americans have become, in the last 30 years or so, Americans have become the most obese nation across the globe because of their tendency towards fast food, and because of spending less time outdoors. So that is a study that is being conducted there. I don't know if such an study is if such a study we conduct in Pakistan, what will be the result? As far as the diabetes is concerned, we are probably the highest rate is in the world, in terms of the number of diabetic patients per thousand. We have the highest number in the world. So that's an alarming sign as well. I am diabetic as well, despite the fact that I remained an active sportsman for a good part of my life. But I think it wasn't enough, still not enough, and I become a couch potato in later years. So, but seeing young guys not having enough opportunities and not enough sports. Not everybody can play cricket. Not everybody has a tendency to play cricket. Somebody may be good at hockey. Somebody may be good at football. Somebody may be good at squash. Squash is something that individual brilliance we have seen, but and still do in junior squash championship. I think we somebody has, and it's so sad that I don't even remember the name of that person. We didn't do that. The other problem is that whatever focus we have on sports, and by sports I mean cricket, that is on the men's side. So the girls of Pakistan don't have the opportunity. They are not being appreciated to do that. They are not encouraged.
I would like to ask a question here. I may forget
Yeah,
because
sure, sure,
it's
sure,
with regard to
sure.
the girls and the women cricket. Uh, my opinion about Uruj Mumtaz is that I believe she's a far better commentator, cricket commentator, than many men that we have. The guys who have played cricket, the insights that she come up with. What's your take on her? If you
She's
have heard her,
she's better than everybody from Pakistan. Not almost
we
everybody.
agree on this. Yes,
Yeah.
I mean this tells you again that obviously she didn't get the same exposure as the Wasims or Vakars for that matter. Yet she appears to understand the game far better.
She gets the exposure to the game. That's what
Exactly.
matters. Wasim and Wakar got different kind of exposures as well,
True.
which Aruj Mumtaz probably did not have the liberty to.
True.
So that's another problem. We still promote men's game, and that's a phenomena across the globe, not just Pakistan. But here it is worse because the cultural and religious restrictions have made it worse. You know, if a girl starts playing cricket, so you come up with religious connotations to discourage her. You come up with cultural barriers to stop her from playing cricket. That is not something that happens in India.
Yes.
Girls are discouraged there as well, but is a different
Celebrated
it's
as
a
well.
different ball. Yes,
They have
celebrated as well.
movies on
We don't
girls
celebrate
cricket.
here. We
You
don't
don't
celebrate.
celebrate.
Your favorite all rounder comes to the screen and says that
Exactly.
women are good to cook.
Exactly.
That's the best
That's
that they are.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, there is a lot of potential. If we like take example of Uruj Mumtaz for that matter, or Sana Mir for that matter, it's not only that they've played cricket. It's very obvious that they understand the game, and this means that the girls in this country have the potential, have the ability to understand, to decipher the nitty gritties of cricket.
Yeah, our football team has done wonders. The girls' football team, they've played very well. Given the kind of amount that you spend on them, given the kind of training they get, I think they are doing miraculously good right now. So, women hockey team, women football team, women in squash, women in cricket, women in gymnastics, women in other sports. Please come out of your, centuries old thinking where you are only concerned about what kind of dresses women can wear while playing a certain sports or not. This is all you can think about.
Exactly.
How would you allow them to swim? How would you allow them to be in a
Yeah,
gymnastic
the same
competition,
all-rounder
the
came
pole
out with
vaulter?
something with regard to Nida Dar recently,
Yeah.
if you've heard about that as well. So there is this problem.
And there's this 18-year-old girl who said that I'm quitting cricket
Yeah, from
for
Aptabad.
religious reasons.
Yeah, she
You
was a
know,
fast bowler.
but I don't understand how religion, what kind of religious interpretations we have inculcated in the minds of our people that discourage women to quit sports or quit fine arts to serve religion. How could that be a service to religion?
True, true. I mean that's where the problem is. Coming back to what we were discussing about sports in Pakistan in general, as we titled our program as Cricket and Beyond, many of our friends believe that the decline, particularly of hockey, I think they're having this nostalgia or something like that, that they blame it on cricket. How do you see that?
No, it's not cricket. It's basically the problem with Pakistan is all economic. Actually. So when you sports is again a manifestation of what is going on in the society. The fabric of society has there are problems with that. The whole fabric of the society is at the moment is in a position which cannot be appreciated. One, two, our economic well-being is in question. So when somebody is growing up, the biggest problem is the biggest question mark is how can they earn money enough to now it is not about having a good life. It is about surviving. So when you play hockey, there's not enough money there. When you play cricket, there's a possibility of you having enough money. So you look at the end result and possibility. Not everybody gets there. Not everybody can get a central contract. Not everybody can get a league contract and they make money. But there are so many people who get that kind of money. That kind of money is not available in hockey. That kind of money is not available in kabaddi. That kind of money is not available in other sports. You have to find ways to bring that kind of money into that sports. What India has done, India has created their own leagues, and their leagues were as celebrated, if not as celebrated, but they are still. I don't know.
No worries, no worries.
Okay, they are celebrated to the extent that celebrities like Abhishek Bachchan, celebrities like Shah Rukh Khan, actually, I don't know, other celebrities, I think Abhishek Bachchan buying a kabaddi team, and there are other celebrities as well. There are other businessmen. So they are investing in hockey leagues, they are investing in kabaddi leagues, they are investing in other sports as well. You need to invest. Now that investment, from where it would come in today's world, it can come from a lot of sources. You can find sponsors, but once again, the problem with Pakistan is you can look at the size of IPL and PSL and you can understand that there's not enough money, not in the public sector, not in the private sector as well.
Sure.
So that is the problem. The day you are going to have enough money, the sports will flourish.
I guess we have a technical issue. We are going to resolve it and we are going to come back in a jiffy. Thank you.
It's not a technical issue, it's that I kicked the mouse. क्या हुआ था?
कैमरा ऊपर मेरी शक्ल तैयार हो गई
माउस के साथ कैमरा
I
कैसे
don't know
ऊपर
what
हो?
happened.
तो कैमरा तो करें पहले लाइव को
वो ऑडियो बंद है. That's fine. मैंने बंद किया.
हम इतनी देर से तो लाइव थे ना.